Welcome back, friends, to Build a Lot Acres. In today's video, we're going to take a little break from the Tractor Talk series, and we're going to show one of my vintage garden tractors in action. Of course, that's going to be the square-jawed brute, the Ingersoll 448. So there's a number of different chores that you can do with your garden tractors year-round. Anything from plowing snow, hauling firewood, tilling your garden. And one of the best chores, in my opinion, that you can do with your vintage garden tractor this time of year is going to be to aerate your lawn. They have a number of different types of aerators. The two most common that I would see, or that I would say, are going to be a spike aerator, spike tooth aerator, like you see in this video. I actually borrowed this from my brother. I believe it's 36 inches wide, the actual drum, and then the total width with the frame included is around 42 inches. But it's a real handy device. And the other type of aerator that you'll commonly see is a plug aerator. Basically, it has these little metal tubes, and they'll cut plugs of dirt and sod out of your ground. And the whole purpose of an aerator in general is to get nutrients down to the roots of your grass, help your lawn grow better. So if you have a really tough type of soil and it doesn't have water penetrate it easily, or maybe you have a lawn that you drive over a lot with machinery or tractors or vehicles and you're compacting the soil, or even if you just mow your lawn without bagging it and you have a lot of thatch buildup, eventually your lawn is going to get to the point where the nutrients can't get down as easily to those tender grass roots as it needs to. And that's why aerating is an important thing you can do. And this 448 just pulls this aerator like a dream. I'm actually thinking of getting a bigger aerator for my Ford 1700 compact tractor. If you haven't seen any videos with a Ford in action, it's a real brute. I think that would quite easily pull a 5-foot aerator, maybe even a 6-footer, because that Ford has the wider turf tires, and with those tires, it's about 5 foot 4 inches in width. So I try to match the implement to be at least as wide as the tires of the tractor, because otherwise you're driving over areas that haven't been done yet. So I'd be curious to know in the comments below, what kind of vintage garden tractors do you have? What kind of aeration jobs have you done? Do you think aerating in general is a good thing for your lawn? And all the above. Believe it or not, this video was actually filmed back in, I want to say, March or April of 2021. I just never released the video. I had a few issues with the video when I tried to edit it, and it was just something that kind of went on the back burner, kind of sat in my history of my videos, my phone, kind of to be forgotten. But I thought it was a cool video to showcase what these old tractors can do. And for those of you familiar with the channel, you know that I have a lot of tractors and I use them quite a bit on my big 21-acre property. My lawn is probably right around between an acre and a quarter of grass. And I'll tell you what, these old vintage garden tractors really are the ideal setup. In my opinion, they have low cost for the owners. They're very durable and well built. And you can work on a lot of stuff with them. And they're not hard to work on. They're not overly complicated with all kinds of new gadgets and computerized things. So a lot of people can easily work on these themselves without having to bring them to a dealer and have special diagnostic tools like a lot of the newer tractors that really, to be honest, aren't built anywhere near this heavy duty. If you like garden tractor talk type videos, then we really think you'll enjoy checking out our playlists. We talk about every brand you could possibly think of, tons of models, tons of brands from all different eras, and we go over them in pretty good detail, giving you the best possible information possible. Bought this tractor probably, it's hard to remember now, but I've had this tractor probably, I'm going to say, maybe 15 years or so. I actually bought this from a gentleman in Rhode Island, which is one state over from me in Massachusetts. And the gentleman I bought it from, it was his father's tractor. He was an older Italian guy. And the father moved to Florida, and his son ended up selling the tractor. He had a bunch of calls on this tractor, and luckily I was able to get it first. But I had to leave in the middle of winter at night, and I remember the trailer had all ice on it, and I really did not want to go. It was like 6 o'clock at night, which in the wintertime it's already been dark for a couple hours. I had to work the next day, but I knew if I didn't go, someone else would get the machine for themselves, and I couldn't just let that happen. So I took the trip, made the purchase, and this machine's been real great for me, as well as my other garden tractors. We certainly hope you guys enjoyed today's video showcasing just what one of these old garden tractors can do. Let us know if you like to aerate your lawn, if you think it's worthwhile, and we'll see you next time.